Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here at Novora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It is day 56 of 75 for EDSS here in the Realm Reborn, and yesterday we were offered an opportunity to continue with the main story, but since that would have taken us away from an opportunity to gain more experience and a further chance to enhance the numbers on our hunting log for the Grand Company, we went to take on the second dungeon offered to us by Nedrick Ironheart over at Vesper Bay, and we took on the Sunken Temple of Karn and beat it successfully. So now with that it's completed, we can now return to the main story, where we're going to help out Iluned, because the next challenge she wants us to do will make us leave Thanalin and go elsewhere. So, let's take Iluned's level 35 task entitled The Warden Works in Mysterious Ways. Sister Iluned has some difficult news to share with you. There is one thing I regret to inform you. Though we wished to inter your comrades on church grounds, the number of fallen Scions far exceeds our estimates. After discussing the matter with Father Iliud, we have concluded that we have no choice but to bury the dead in the same plots as those who perished in the calamity. Please forgive us, we do not wish to dishonor the memory of the fallen, but as caretakers of the Lich Yard, these are the realities we must face. Edie, what befell your order was an unforgivable crime. If you would have these villains brought to justice, consider making a pilgrimage to the Mark of the Warden. Though I do not follow the teachings of Azuma, it is said that to offer prayers before her mark is to invoke her divine judgment. Regardless of your faith, mayhap it would be worth the effort. So yeah, the task that we need to do, it will be available to us very shortly, but there is something that she needs us to do within the context of the main story that will be happening very soon that will require us to leave Thanalin. But yeah, I think I must have miscounted on what was going to happen next, because I generally believed that the next task she was going to make us do was going to force us to go to Gridania, and that will happen, but not yet, apparently. So yeah, we have to go now to where the Mark of the Warden is, and that is of Azuma. And she is going to be somewhere out over... Ooh, that's a bit of distance away. Yeah, it'll require us to go into Amalja territory. Not the easiest place to go, or the prettiest. And certainly the enemies we're going to be crossing will be a bit formidable. I may be forced to bring out my Chocobo into battle if the situation warrants it. Yeah, but for the most part, these guys are going to be half of our experience level to begin with. But further east we go, they will be increasing in experience level. So be careful about this. Past an Earth Sprite. And so we're going to take a right here. And this is where we should start to see tougher enemies, I would expect. And if not, well, hey, I guess we lucked out. Yeah, we have, actually, because, yeah, all these enemies are level 19 and they're docile. So yeah, here's the Mark of the Warden, Azuma. So we'll step here and take the interaction to offer a prayer at the Mark of the Warden, to honor our fallen Scions. So taking a knee to show respect. As you kneel before the Mark of the Warden, in a moment of quiet solitude, you breathe deep of the dry desert air. The roar of the rushing waters is punctuated by the faint chirping of Valken and the shrill cries of a hawk. The gods, however, remain silent. Well, we did what had to be done, so let's go now back on my Chocobo, back over to Iluned to let her know what we have done. Yeah, showing memorial and tributes, not quite finished yet. Still more to be done, but as I mentioned before, not all of it takes place within the confines of Thanalin. We will have to go back to Gridania and the Black Shroud to do some of what we have to do. So it will not take us that long to get back over to Camp Drybone. It's a short enough journey. I don't have to travel the entire breadth of the field of Eastern Thanalin in order to get to where we need to go. So past the goats. And get ourselves back to Camp Drybone, because yeah, it's definitely a low-lying... it definitely is hazy today in Thanalin. Which I guess would be apropos because it is summer now. So we're going to want to avoid falling into the town. We just want to go around it. Should find our path to where we need to go next, right over here. And so over the crossover. And past the Chocobo Keep, because we've never needed their services anyway, because once we got to the sufficient number of seals, we're able to obtain our own Chocobo. Okay, so back over to Sister Elenwed. Sister? You have honored the dead with your pilgrimage, Edie. Even if Asma did not hear your prayers, I believe that they provided comfort to your fallen brethren. Remember that although the body is but a vessel that will one day be surrendered to the life stream, our souls shall endure, and the righteous shall find solace in Thal's realm. And so with that task completed, we now move on to the next main story challenge. The sister has a level 35 task entitled Bury Me Not on the Lone Prairie. Sister Elenwed wishes to discuss one of the Scions who perished at the Waking Sands, and this is where we will be moving on out of Thanalin and back to Gridania. Although we can perform the rites for most of the Scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. And so, that is what we will be doing. So, now we'll begin the journey back over to Gridania, the Black Shroud, and Little Solace. So, I will rejoin you guys back over at Little Solace over in the East Shroud of the Black Shroud. So, be right back in a moment. Okay, we have returned to Little Solace, and strangely enough, I guess it's perhaps appropriate, there is thunder and lightning in the vicinity. Well, considering the circumstances and what's happened with poor little Noraxia, I guess it kind of makes sense that there are going to be sylphs that are going to have quite a bit of a short fuse. So we need to speak to Kamuxio to let him know the bad news. This one is surprised to see Walking One in Little Solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? Well, actually, it is I who am assisting you, unfortunately. Noraxia! But this one does not understand! Well, I'm gonna have to tell you the bad news. Yeah, obviously distressed. Kamuxia, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One! Awful news! Walking One has returned to Little Solace? But why? These ones have not requested further aid. Well, I have to break the bad news, unfortunately, Elder. Noraxia? How did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. And so, that is what I shall do, unfortunately. So, not only Noraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Noraxia! Noraxia went to Thanalin at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Noraxia at the end. Tell this one that Noraxia was brave. Tell this one that Noraxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Noraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones, these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance! Imperial Ones must pay! ones must suffer! When the time comes for walking ones to face Imperial ones, do not forget these ones! These ones would not have Noraxia's death be for naught! These ones will fight! And so, yeah, now we would have to go back to Illinois to continue with the story. However, we are not going to do that. Instead, we are going to go back over to New Gridania. We're going to go back over to New Gridania because having reached level 35 now, I'm pretty sure, in fact, I think I know this, that new challenges are available for us within the confines of New Gridania, and I want to take a couple of them before I move on to tomorrow's challenge, which will involve the Lancers Guild's last task. So this time, it makes more sense for me to stay within the Black Shroud and see what people need us to do, if anything. Well, we do have a level 29 challenge over here. And so, we might as well take the 29 challenge from member of the Twin Adder, Tayo Mui. Level 29 challenge entitled Broadening Horizons. Tayo Mui would grant you passage through the White Wolf Gate. Edie, is it not? I've been following your exploits with great interest. You have served Gridania well, but I believe your greatest accomplishments are yet to come. It is with such lofty expectations that I would grant you passage beyond our White Wolf Gate. Take this pass and show it to Franche-Monteau, the gatekeeper. Gird yourself well for the battles to come, and I'm sure that news of your deeds will reach me again before long. So, it's actually not that far to meet up with Franche-Monteau. So let's put a bit of a spring in my step and go over to pay him a visit. And those of you wondering, that is the Twin Adder on the right. That is where, if you're belonging to Twin Adder, that's where you would go. That's where you would go to align yourself with that grand company. So down over here is where the White Wolf Gate will be located. There is also another one called the Black Boar Gate that, even though I've gotten to experience level 50, I have not found a way to gain access to it. Don't know how, but I think you have to complete X number of challenges before you can get access to the Black Boar Gate. But for now, we'll be satisfied with opening the White Wolf one. Only those who possess a gate pass may travel through the White Wolf Gate. It is for your own good. The fearsome beasts that lurk beyond would tear an unprepared adventurer limb from limb. Well, you don't have to worry about me. Your papers? Let us see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. Go in safety, Edie. In the future, should you wish to pass, you need only say the word. And thus, that challenge is completed, and we now have Ethernet access to open the White Wolf Gate as well. And looks like Roustabont has a challenge for us too, since we got access to the White Wolf Gate, so let's see what he has. Level 29 challenge entitled Beneath the Planks. Roustabont has a task for a capable adventurer. It is no ordinary adventurer who is granted passage through the White Wolf Gate. I am Roustabont of the Wood Whalers, and I would see you lived up to your reputation. My fellow whalers at Dunstan Spire are in grave need of an adventurer's aid. Should you have a mind to make yourself useful, travel there and stake out Thévenet. Well, I believe we can accommodate you, so let's go through the White Wolf Gate and go to where the area is that we emerge from. It is through Central Shroud, but this is a separate area of the Central Shroud. In fact, you don't even need to go through the White Wolf Gate to access this area, because you can just as easily use the Matron's Lethe to come over here. And as you can see, it's actually not that far from Hawk Manor, so that purpose really is more or less for an opportunity to just get another challenge out of your way, another side quest. And we do have a task going on here called The Landworm Has Turned, and it is a fate, so I might as well throw myself into the fray. In fact, we'll even get my Chocobo in on the fun, too. So, here we go. Let's take out these big, ugly, nasty Lindworms. Because, yeah, these are actually a bit of practice of sorts for us, because we're going to need to be fighting Lindworms when we take on the Lancers Guild's level 30 challenge. So yeah, it's kind of a bit of a foreshadowing in that regard. Just make sure to stay clear of the Frost Breath ability that they possess, and you'll be fine. And hey, this does give us more of a reason to be add content onto this video. Oh my, wow, that is a lot of Frost Breath. Yikes. Yeah, you will get absolutely surrounded and nailed by a whole lot of Frost Breath while you're here. Yeah, Lanza really taking a beating out here. Come on, finish it off, man. Finish these things off. We have Lindworms to slay. Alright, that one's gone. Now this one. That one's gone. Alright, it's not much further now to complete the task. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Catch up to the ugly Lindworms. Whoa, look out. Look out for those special abilities that they possess. But soon this task will be over and we won't need to worry about it anymore. In fact, that's it right there. We win. So yeah, we get 7,600 experience points for doing it. That's pretty good. Alright, so back on my chocobo. And away we go again. So we want to go over to where Thivene is located. Over at Dunstan Spire. And here they are, right here. Alright, Thivene. Ralstabon sent you. Thank the 12. I had just about given hope that Annie would answer our call. Tell me, did you perhaps notice that gaping hole in the ground on your way here? Aye, 'twill be hard to miss it. One of the many remnants of Dalmud's fury. The scaffolding you see is the solution we worked up with our friends from the Carpenter's Guild, but even the sturdiest wood is at the mercy of the elements. The rains have fallen hard of late, and I fear there may still be some soggy planks left untended. Please see to them, as well as to any pests who have come to feast on the wood. So this is where we come in. Yeah, 3 different spots where we can see damp scaffolding. Yeah, it certainly doesn't help that there's a thunderstorm in the area. So let's go ahead and interact with this and see if there are any enemies to fight. And if they do show up, we go ahead and beat them up. So, nothing on the first one. Nothing on the second one, but I can pretty much assure you there will be something in round 3. I mean, you don't go through this and not have at least one encounter. There is the Shroud Hair. Time to beat it up. Oh, look out. Alright, avoided that attack. And then the Shroud Hair is no more. Just that simple. So back over to Thivene. Technology electronic, huh? Well, I can definitely say that the weapon you are currently wielding definitely does not get attributed to technology electronic. You know, some names you just gotta wonder why. Like John Earthstrike, that's a very assertive name. But yeah, technology electronic? What the hell? Thivene, you have my thanks, adventurer. A Shroud Hair? I see. I ask you only this, friend. Should you have occasion to meet Marset, speak nothing of this to her. She is a researcher of sorts, unusual creatures being her specialty. Were she to catch wind of Shroud Hairs lurking beneath, she would rip up every last plank till we had nowhere to stand upon. The woman treats us as if the wood wailers for her personal laboratory assistants. I will stand for this no more. I keep my distance from her, and will suggest you do the same. And so, we complete that challenge and get our choice of rings. We will take... We could take the silver... I think we have a sunstone ring already. I'm going to intentionally decline and see if I'm currently wearing one. No, I am not. Okay, well, fine. We'll go through the text again and take a sunstone ring to add to our collection. So, with that challenge completed, let's go ahead and equip it to my avatar. I guess the best place would be... I'm not really sure. Because, yeah, I do need the strength. But man, that's a hard decision. It really is. Because, yeah, you don't get more enhancements, you get less. I'm gonna sacrifice vitality for strength here. And so, with that taken care of, is there anything else we could do while we're here? Let's take a look around. More fates. Yeah, there's that. We could also go over here to the west and complete the map, because that will also get us additional experience points. So we're going to do that. Might as well since we're here. And yeah, this isn't going to be a very long episode. In fact, this one's going to be rather short. Because yeah, we're at 20 minutes now, but this one's not going to take us that much longer to do. Because once I go over here to the standing courses, and I know for a fact that you can fight Spriggans and they are part of my hunting logs, so yeah, coming over here, good idea. So we might as well start beating up a number of Spriggans in order to add to our hunting log. And this will be for the Lancers Guild log, not for the Grand Company log. We have to kill 4 of them. I'm gonna choose not to get double teamed, even if I do have my Chocobo allying with me out on the field. I'd rather just play it safe, as it were, and kill the necessary 4 Spriggans. Alright, that's gone. And I think in some situations it can't be helped, so let's go ahead and fight this one. And if the other one gets involved, well, we'll have weakened the first one enough where I won't be as worried. Yeah, Chocobo telling the Spriggan to kiss its butt. Gotta love that. Yeah, keep pounding away on the Spriggans, and we will be able to add them to my hunting log. There's a side dungeon that Spriggans will be really annoying for you to put up with, but that doesn't happen until post-game. Okay, so let's take a look at my hunting log to see if there's anything else I could be fighting while I'm here. Alright, we've taken care of that, all those, these, Lanosea, Carthus, South Shroud, already taken care of, North Shroud, Central, Carthus, and Thanlin. Okay, nothing further where I am, so I guess we're gonna head back over to Gridania, because there's nothing further to accomplish here, and so I guess we're going to get ourselves started to begin the preparations necessary for taking on the Lancers Guild's final challenge. So there is something that I don't think actually I can take care of it right now because I think I lack the required items. But we can save that for another time. For now, the focus will be on helping ourselves. So, for now, let's go over to the Leatherworkers Guild, if for no other reason than the fact that I want to have the opportunity to get my stuff repaired and also take some preparations. It's gonna make sense, of course, but you know, at this point we're just getting ourselves ready for what will be happening next. Because while we're here, we might as well take care of the necessary actions that I would do for myself. So over here to the markets. Now, I want to check my inventory, see if I actually have the items in question. No, I do not. Okay. So since I don't have what I was thinking about, all we're going to do is just go over to the Mender and get our arms repaired. So, as it stands right now, with my character in his current situation, he has a level 34 spear, level 32 head, body, gauntlets, a belt, leggings, and greaves. So yeah, pretty much all main armor is at level 32, and then everything else, as far as rings are concerned, are level 27 and higher. So we pretty much got myself everything that I could possibly have to get myself ready for what we're going to be doing for the Lancers Guild's final challenge. So, we're just going to come over here to the Lancers Guild and get ready to prepare ourselves for this final task that they require of us. It looks like we're not alone. In fact, it looks like a couple of young-blooded adventurers have come here. Yeah, they're wearing their basic street clothes. So yeah, these two are newbies to the Lancers Guild. So this is their first time here. So I wish these two the best of luck in their journeys and in their tasks at the Lancers Guild. But when I join Guildmaster Yuan again and speak to him, we will be taking on very important responsibilities as far as our last challenge is concerned. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will begin our final challenge here at the Lancers Guild. And believe me, this one could take a while. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.